heart. Come as you are. Come, come, come. Lift your voice. Come, shine your light. Come, now is the time. Come, come. This day we have made with God. Come see what love has done. Come, take a hand. Come, give your heart. Come as you are. Come, come, come. Lift your voice. Come, shine your light. Come, now is the time. Come, come. As we gather in this sacred place, Spirit meets us face to face. Come, take a hand. Come, give your heart. Come as you are. Come, come, come. Lift your voice. Come, shine your light. Come, now is the time. Come, 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 come. All right. Gosh, it's so great to be with you guys this morning. Good morning, Unity of the Valley. I am really happy to be with you. I'm Denise Rosier. And if you don't know who I am, because I know that we're both new to each other, I am an inspirational singer-songwriter, and I write mostly New Thought music and music that's used by other open and affirming denominations. I've released 5 albums, and I'm really bad about talking about myself. So, but I am a singer-songwriter, and this morning I am really excited to be doing this music and message with you. My wife, Christy, and I are here at home in Colorado Springs, so we are joining you virtually in Minnesota. And again, thank you all for having me. I am going to go ahead and start us off with a joy song this morning, a song that I wrote called "Spirit is in This Place," and I think you're going to have lyrics up on the monitors. So feel free to sing along with me. I won't be able to hear you, but I will be able to see your mouths move. So this is going to be "Spirit is in This Place." We have come together as a family. We have come here as we are. Yes, and we have come with arms wide open. We have gathered here in love. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Raise the roof with shouts of praise. Spirit's in this place. We and we affirm all life as sacred. We declare that peace is here. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Raise the roof for shouts of praise. Spirit's in this place. Bless you guys this morning.
Excellent. Spirit is in this place. Good morning. Thank you for joining Unity of Valley's Sunday Cyber Service. I'm Mark Sowold, and I am serving as your service leader today. This morning, we have a special treat for you all. You've already had a taste of Denise Rosier, who will be providing not only our music, but also our message today. Thanks to Zoom, she's able to join us from Colorado. Denise, we're grateful to have you with us today. We greatly appreciate the musicians and speakers who are willing and able to join us on Zoom until we can return to our beautiful center. Before I introduce our volunteers, many of you know I've had an exciting weekend. I turned 50 yesterday, and as sort of a challenge to myself, I decided to bike 50 miles since it was beautiful, 70 plus degrees. My farthest I'd ever gone was 32 and 20 before that. So it was a challenge, but it was a success, and I'm pretty proud of it. Fun time, and who knows when in November in Minnesota when you're going to get to be able to do 50 miles on a bike. So, and something that I'm sure will get a lot of oohs and ahs. Oh, there's me at the end. My dad happened to catch me when I just had a moment of just kind of so happy with myself, and he quickly got his phone out. And what was funny is, not to go too far, but he was showing me show me this picture. He goes, here's how I'm trying to take it. And he's got like 3 or 4 other pictures of like the ground and different parts as he's trying to take the picture of me. So it was kind of hilarious. And then we had the surprise. This is our new little puppy on Friday night. Actually, we got this little guy. He's a Cavapoo. His name is Gup Gup or Guppy, chosen mostly by my kids. So how can you not love that little thing, right? All right, so onward and upward. We're blessed to have several volunteers make this service happen digitally each Sunday. We'd like to, let me introduce you to those who are helping out this morning. Catherine Navarre is serving as our daily word reader and Catherine Belial is delivering our prayer box blessing, leading our affirmations, and also handling our back-end Zoom matters to ensure our service goes smoothly. Special thanks to Deanna Reese, who creates the beautiful slides I'm showing. We appreciate everyone's unique contribution. A few reminders. Unless you have a role in today's service, please keep your microphone on mute until the end. If you multitask while you watch the service, turn off your video so not to distract other viewers. These controls are in the lower left-hand corner of your screen. Finally, please refrain from using the chat feature during the service. Thank you, and now get comfortable, tune out any distractions, and let in the love and light. After the service, you're welcome to stay on and say hello to the other Unity members and guests during our online social time. Your mics will then be unmuted. I'd like to now introduce our speaker so as not to interrupt the flow of our meditation time later. Denise Rosier is an award-winning singer, songwriter, producer, and recording artist. She is best known for writing music for New Thought spiritual communities and open and affirming church denominations. Her concerts, music and message programs, and enriching workshops are all part of her passion to help people come to an understanding of one another through music, conversation, and their oneness in the divine. Denise's original songs have been released on 5 solo studio albums, numerous compilation albums, and television. In addition to winning 4 Positive Music Awards, Denise is the first and only artist to push New Thought Music through the genre barrier by winning 2 nominations for Best Contemporary Christian Gospel Album at the Independent Music Awards in 2016 and 2019. Denise, it is our great privilege to host you today. Welcome.
Thank you.
At this time, we'd like to welcome anyone who's watching our Zoom broadcast for the first time, and please join me in this special blessing. We offer you peace, love, and friendship. We bless you, and we're glad you're here. It's now time for the reading of the daily word, followed by the blessing of the prayer box and the reading of our affirmations.
Good morning. The daily word for today is healing. I embrace the healing flow of divine life. If my body experiences any kind of health challenge, I turn within to release all fear, all concern, as I affirm that illness is not part of my true identity. I remember that wholeness is my birthright as a spiritual being. I surrender my anxiety as I fill my consciousness with healing thoughts. My mind's eye sees each cell of my body aglow with the energy of divine life. In prayer, I express appreciation for all of my body's marvelous functions. I commit to taking time to bless my body with rest, exercise, and good nutrition. I speak affirming words of truth to encourage my body's healing response. I give thanks for the healing that I know is already on its way to me. I am grateful to receive healing and know wholeness. And from John 10:10, I came that they may have life and have it abundantly. The daily word for today, healing.
This is our prayer box for today. And this prayer box holds an infinite number of virtual prayers. So I invite you to silently add your own name and the names of anyone in your heart or on your mind who may need prayer support. These virtual prayers are known and will be addressed by the infinite. We know that the truth behind all appearance of disharmony is the divine and perfect presence of the infinite, which we call God, Spirit, or Source. We call forth within all people the wisdom and strength, the love and peace, the wholeness and vitality of this perfect presence. We affirm that the requests in our prayer box and in our hearts and on our minds are being resolved in divine timing for the highest good of all concerned. We send love and light not only to these people and circumstances, but to our community, our country, and our world. May the love of God enfold us. May the peace of God uphold us. May the wisdom of God inspire us and help us to know in our hearts that all is well. And so it is. Please join me in our affirmation for today, Sunday, November 8th, 2020. I am strong and courageous. Wherever I am, God is. And our affirmation for our spiritual center, we give thanks that Unity of the Valley is a prosperous, thriving, inspired, connected community. We are growing spiritually and manifesting our dreams and goals in an energy of love, peace, and joy.
I've heard it said that we're small and alone on our path, but my mind is set on a life greater than that. And my heart is open wide. My heart will be open wide. All that's good that flows from above and below. I am that. I am that. All the joy and love that a life can hold. I am that. I am that. All that's good. All that's good. Some say the answers I seek are found on my knees, but I listen inside to the whisper, I'm all that I need. And my heart is open wide. My heart will be open wide. All that's good that flows from above and below. I am that. I am that. All the joy and love that a life can hold. I am that. I am that. All that's good. All is for me. I am worthy. I am worthy. All is for me. I am worthy. I am worthy. All that's good that flows from above and below. I am that. I am that. All the joy and love that a life can hold. I am that. I am that. All that's good. All that's good. All that's good. That is what I want to share with you this morning. And I love Sunday mornings. I love the energy that comes when spiritual people get together to lift each other and be lifted up. And it doesn't even matter that we aren't together in person. You can just feel that we are connected right now. And there is just this very special community, communal energy that binds us. Can you guys feel that right now? I mean, I can feel it. All I can see are I can see little squares of your faces and I can feel it. But today's message is about living strong and courageous lives. And the thing about this talk is the first time I gave this talk was at the very end of 2019. It was for a New Year's Eve service. And I went on stage and I told everybody how exciting it was to be giving this talk at the end of 2019 as it rolled into 2020, because I had been waiting for that since 1983 when I saw Blade Runner. And Blade Runner took place at a time when the world was turning in from 2019 to 2020. And so I thought, gosh, I wonder what I'll look like. I wonder where I'll be. I wonder who I'll be with. I wonder, where I'll live. And so being able to see where I was when 2020 was unfolding, I thought that was the exciting part of 2020. But my talk was called Strong and Courageous. And as 2020 rolled in. I had no idea just how much I was going to need that message. But most of us, I think, are familiar with Romans 8:28, and that verse says, all things work for the good. Or Romans 8:31, and it says, if God is for us, who could be against us? But the verse from scripture that I find myself leaning on quite a bit is from Joshua 1:19. And Joshua 1:19 says, be strong and courageous. Don't be afraid or discouraged, for God is wherever you are. And I found this amazing story from the Smithsonian to illustrate this. And so I'm going to take you back in time a little bit to the 1800s. The 1800s is one of my favorite times in history. In fact, my wife, Christy, knows that if it weren't for some general sketchy hygiene practices or food safety laws, I would really like to go back to the 1800s and spend a little bit of time there because so much was happening. The light bulb came around, the camera, the car, the motion picture. There were a lot of things that were being invented during that time. And one of the other things that was happening was people were looking for ways to be entertained. And so there was a French acrobat named Charles Blondin who decided that he was going to cross Niagara Falls on a tightrope. And so before I tell you how he did it, let me explain a little bit about how we do it today. If you were going to, any one of you guys were going to go out there and cross Niagara Falls on a tightrope, what you would do is you would get a cable that was 3 inches in diameter, and you'd hook one side of it to the United States. And this is a steel cable. So you hook one side of the United States, you put the other side on the Canadian side, and it is not going to move. It is totally taut and straight. So you start walking across, and if anything goes awry, you take this little cable that's attached to your body, you hook it onto the tightrope, and a helicopter comes, and it picks you up, and everything is fine. Well, helicopters weren't invented until 1939. So for Charles Blondin, what he did was he had a rope that was entirely made out of hemp. Now, being from Colorado, we find that pretty hilarious that he had this hemp rope. It was 3 inches in diameter, and he attached one side to the United States, the other side to Canada, and it was going to be very wobbly and it was going to wave a lot. So what they did to steady it was they had these things that were called guy ropes. And these guy ropes would be attached to the edges of the cliffs, and they would come in toward the center to hold the ropes, the center tightrope steady. And they would put these guy ropes every 50 feet. And that would keep you steady until you got to the very middle of the tightrope. And then there was no way that you could possibly put any guy ropes on it because you had the falls on one side and you had nothing on the other. So you would walk across that tightrope, and in the very middle, you'd have 50 feet where you're totally on your own. So Charles Blondin decides that he's going to do this. And on the morning of June 30th, 1859, 25,000 people gather to come and watch him basically fall to his death because nobody believed that he could do it. So that's what they came there for. And Charles Blondin gets on the tightrope and he starts making his way across, and he makes it. He makes it all the way to Canada, and he makes it all the way back. I have a picture here of him. I don't know if you could see it, but basically when he was walking across, can you guys see this? When he was walking across, all he had was this amazing outfit and his little stick there to balance him. And that was it. He goes across, goes to Canada, he comes back to the United States. He's a total sensation. And he starts to do all of these crazy feats, right? He goes to the middle, he takes a picture, and cameras back then, if you can picture it, cameras back then were on a tripod. So he's carrying this tripod across. He gets to the center. He's got to put that little thing over his head and take a photograph. He'd have a glass of wine in the center. He just did all kinds of crazy things. One day, he crosses over to Canada and he comes back pushing a wheelbarrow. And when he gets back to the other side, everybody's cheering because, of course, he's a superstar. And he says, "How many of you believe that I could push a person all the way to Canada and back in this wheelbarrow?" And Harry goes, "Yes, of course we believe it. We believe you can do anything, Charles." And he says, "Who's getting in?" And it's crickets. Nobody takes him up on it, except for one guy. And that was his manager, Harry Colcord. Now, I don't know what the conversation was like the day before when Charles says to Harry, "Listen, I'm going to ask somebody to get in the wheelbarrow, and if nobody takes me up on it, you're going to have to do it." But Harry decides he's going to do it. But he doesn't actually get into the wheelbarrow. What he decides is he's going to piggyback on Charles's back all the way to Canada and back. So they get up, they go over to the site, and Harry gets on Charles's back. And it's like this. And they start walking across Niagara Falls. And remember, when you get to that 50 feet in the middle, there's nothing to hold you steady. You're on your own. And so they get to the center, and when they get there, Charles says to Harry, "Harry, stop screaming." No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't say that. He doesn't. I just imagine that he was probably, I would be screaming. So what he does say is, he says, "Harry, look up. From here on out, you and I are one mind, one body, and one soul. When I breathe, you breathe. When I move, you move. When I sway, you sway. There's no more Harry and Charles. From here on out, we are one person all the way to the end." And they make it. They make it all the way to the end, and they make it all the way back to America. And of course, it is a wild sensation. And Charles does this stunt for like another 300 times until he retired sometime in the 1970s. Harry only did it that one time. He was good after that. I don't know who else Charles found to do that stunt with him, but he continued doing it. But what I love about that story is I love that exchange between Charles and Harry, because I think that's the way God speaks to us when we are going through our own Niagara Falls. And that Niagara Falls could be something like grief or tragedy. It could be something so difficult and so profound that we don't know how we're going to get through it, or if we're ever going to get across it at all. Or it could be just a challenge. It could be people at work that are so challenging. You're like, I don't know. I literally don't know how I'm going to keep this job anymore. I can't stand it anymore. It could be something that's social, political. It could be anything that we are going through where we're just not sure how we're going to get past that. Or it might not even be something that's dramatic. Sometimes we have a vision for ourselves that is so big and so amazing, and we are so excited about it. We can't stop planning and we can't stop thinking about it, but we do go, my God, this is such a big undertaking. I'm excited about it, but I don't really know how I'm going to pull it off. And here's what God does not say. God doesn't say, hop on my back. I'm going to carry you and your fear and your weakness all the way to the other side and drop you off. God says, when we're standing like this, God says, look up. Look up. You and I are one mind, one body, one soul. When I move, you move. When I breathe, you breathe. What I know, you know. There is no separate you and me. You and I are one person all the way to the end. And so when I think about Joshua 1:9, be strong and courageous. Don't be afraid or discouraged, for wherever you are, God is. About 4 years ago, I had my own experience of Niagara Falls. I was living in California at the time. And about 4 years ago, my music career had gotten to the point where I had to either continue my career in software or I had to be a songwriter. But it had gotten to the point where I could not do both of them well. And I had to make a choice. And I knew that if I left software in my mid 40s, that technology moves so fast that once I left it, there was no way to get back in. So it wasn't like I could just go, let me just see how this works out for a couple of years in music. And if it doesn't work out, I go back into software. That it was all or nothing. And not only that, but my wife, Christy, and I, we were pretty new in our relationship. And we had made this decision that we were going to move to Colorado and buy a house together and start a brand new life. And my daughter was about to start art school in California. And if Christy and I left, she was going to be in California, not only having moved out of her childhood home, but in California by herself all alone. And so, as you can imagine, there were a lot of sleepless nights and wondering just in every one of those decisions that I had to make if I was making the right decision. And what I realized is when we are swirling around in our humanity and confused, God is not swirling at all. We are one mind, one body, one spirit. I breathe, you breathe. When I move, you move. What I know, you know. And so whenever I start to think about those times, and every time I start to feel like I am in the weeds and I don't know what to do, I pull out these photographs. I pull out the photo of Christy and I at Disneyland on my last day of work. I pull out the photograph of our house here in Colorado Springs on closing day. Or I pull out the video of our wedding reception party in Colorado with all of our Colorado friends meeting all of our California friends. And I just take a look at them. And the thing is, God is in every one of those photos. thumbs up, smiling, saying, I told you we would get here. I told you that we would make it all the way to the end. Be strong and courageous. Don't be sad or discouraged, for God is wherever you are. So I'm going to sing this song right now, and I'm going to invite you to sing it with me, and then we're going to move into meditation and prayer. This song is called I Am. I am made of the light that hung the stars in the night, a perfect thought since time began. I am one with the love that's holding all of us. Its power in my hands. I want you to affirm it with me. I am. I am. I am called by the voice that speaks of truth and joy, forever blessed where I stand. I am. I am. I am. I am. I am. And now I want to invite you guys to just say this affirmation again with me. I am strong and courageous. Wherever I am, God is. Now I want to invite you guys to close your eyes. And let's say that affirmation again together. I am strong and courageous. Wherever I am, God is. And as you guys have your eyes closed, and just pay attention to your breath and quiet your heart and feel yourself supported by your chair, the room around you, supported by this community and all of this love around you, supported by me, knowing that I wish the very best for you. And we think about being strong and courageous wherever I am, God is. I want you to take a moment to think of someone who could use that affirmation and know it for them. You are strong and courageous. Wherever God is, you are. And just hold that person in your heart and in your thoughts and know that for them. Now I want you to take a quick glimpse back to a moment when you had to be strong, when you had to persevere, and you had to figure something out or be somebody's rock. And it's not because we want to spend time in dwelling in some hard place, but I want you to take note of that moment when you were strong and acknowledge your strength. Take a snapshot of it and store it like a photo or a video that you could pull out any time that you need to be reminded of how strong you are. Any time that you need to be reminded, I am indeed strong and courageous. You are never stuck. You are never alone. The answers are always there. Because you are supported by the universe. Every day that you wake up with the full force of the divine alive within you. I am strong and courageous. Wherever I am, God is. And now I'm going to invite my wife, Christy, to come, and she's going to pray us out of meditation. And I just know the highest blessings on you guys this morning as you realize all of the good within you. So let us just take this moment together to drop into our heart spaces, knowing that coming together in prayer is the holiest activity of all. And so we rest easy knowing that right where we are, God is, always and in all ways. We recognize that there is no place, no moment, no time, no experience, no circumstance where God can leave us. And so we ground ourselves in that truth this morning, opening our heart doors wide and planting the seeds of strength and courage to know that ours is to bring life to those qualities, to those gifts that God has given us. And so what I know in this moment, what I know for myself, for Denise, for each and every one of you, is that as we sit in this holy place of prayer together, we are activating those qualities within us, so that in each of our lives from this day forward, in the grocery store, in our families, in our relationships, in our workplaces, in the world at large, we bring forth that strength and courage, fully backed by the love and the goodness that God is, as me and as you. So let us know together in this moment that we are God's greatest gift to itself. Let us accept that prayer that God has bestowed in each and every one of us. And let us say yes to it now in our hearts on this day and always. And when we forget, let us know that we can be there to remind each other, that we can pull forward those photos that we have created in our memories of the very truth of who we are. And so it is with a grateful heart that I know for myself and for all that hears this, that these words absolutely positively are the truth. And so with a grateful heart, I release these words into the law, knowing that it is done and it is so. And so it is. Amen. Amen. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to share this music and this message with you this morning. It has been such an honor, and I hope that that you were able to take away something from it as well, and that you were blessed. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Denise. What wonderful stories and message that you had, and I can see why you brought that one back. The timing works out just wonderful. And I think everybody else can vote for me on this one as well. We're all glad you're not selling software anymore. So
thank you.
So in this time of COVID and Zoom, we still have considerable expenses to maintain our beautiful center in anticipation of our eventual return. All of us who are fond of and connected to Unity of the Valley are immensely grateful for your monetary contributions to keep our spiritual community going and thriving, as well as your participation in our services. We affirm the natural expansion of our own prosperity, as well as that of Unity of the Valley, as we give of our time, our talents, and treasure with a high vibration of gratitude and an open heart. Let's read the love offering affirmation together, and then you'll have time during the musical interlude to consider your love offering. You may make your contribution after the service either by mailing a check to the center or via the donate button on our website. We thank you in advance for your contributions. Together, please join me. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I am.
All that I have is blessed. All that I give is blessed. All that I am is blessed, blessed. All that I have is enough. All that I give is enough. All that I am is enough. Blessed. Thankful, so thankful. Thankful, I am thankful. All that I have is blessed. All that I give is blessed. All that I am is blessed, blessed. All that I have is enough. All that I give is enough. All that I am is enough. Blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed.
Now I invite everyone to join me in blessing all of our contributions and good of any kind so generously given to support Unity of the Valley this week. Together, we affirm that God is our source and we are the channels. We bless these gifts given in love that serve our spiritual family and flow out into our community and beyond. We are prosperous and blessed with abundant good. Thank you, Mother, Father, God. We have a few short reminders. Please do see the weekly buzz or our website for more details. First, reminder that you can partake in our free live meditation at 11 a.m. every Tuesday morning on our Facebook page. The same guided and silent meditation of about a half hour is simultaneously being offered at Unity Village and other Unity centers. Then every Wednesday via Zoom from 7 to 8:15 p.m. you can join Lynn Woodland's Miracles course for a donation of any amount to Unity of the Valley per class. A donate button is on our website, and the Zoom link for classes is under classes tabs and also in the weekly buzz. Catherine Belisle's monthly max meditation of guided and silent meditation plus visualization is coming up on Monday, November 23rd from 7 to 8 p.m. The love offering of $10 or meeting online goes to our center. Thank you, Catherine. Deborah Engel's excellent classes are available as individual recordings for $15 each, or now for a special price of all 5 recordings for only $50, which is a substantial savings of $25. Again, please do check out the buzz or our website for classes, topics, and other details to register for classes or other recordings. Oh, and I don't want to forget our highlights for November. November 8th obviously is today. November 15th, we've got Faith Rivera doing our message and our music. November 22nd, Deborah Engel returns for our pre-Thanksgiving service with Claire Vandekramer providing the music. November 29th, Nuri Hasamuni will present our message with Rachel Holder-Henning as our music. If you don't receive the weekly buzz and would like to, you can opt in on our website, unityofthevalley.mn.org, or email us at info@unityofthevalley.mn.org. You may submit prayer requests for our prayer chaplains at the same email address or ask your prayer chaplain to call you. We also encourage you to subscribe to our Unity of the Valley YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, and visit our website to learn more about us. Let's now say our prayer for protection together. The light of God surrounds me. I am that light. The love of God enfolds me. I am that love. The power of God protects me. I am that power. The presence of God watches over me. I am that presence. Wherever I am, God is. Wherever God is, I am. And all is well. How about the ending of that, huh? Fit in right with your talk, right?
That's perfect. Couldn't have written it better myself.
Right. And let's, I do have my quote for the day. Bear with me a second. I don't know why my computer is deciding to not cooperate. Bear with me. I'm gonna pull it off and come back. Sorry. Okay, you're gonna be stubborn, right, for my quote of the day here. Bear with me. Sorry. I've not had this happen. I've not had it happen this bad before. Sorry. Well, of course, I don't have it. I may have to just go past it and save it for a different time. I don't want you guys to have to wait so long. Sorry. Let's, anyway, thank you for joining us. Please be well and stay connected with Unity. If you'd like to be part of the Zoom social after the service, just stay logged into the meeting and say hi to your Unity friends and guests. Be happy, stay healthy, and let's join Denise in our closing song, Joy in My Day. I'll see if I can pull it up while she's singing. Sorry.
All right. And as you guys get ready to go out into your week, I just send you off blessed and just so full of joy in meeting you. This has been such a great Sunday morning. So wonderful to meet you. I hope I get a chance to see you guys again. Enjoy just going off into this amazing season of gratitude. And we're going to end this morning with joy in my day. Love in the words I say, peace in the world I make, God in every breath I take, joy in my day, joy in my day. Love in the words I say, love in the words I say, peace in the world I make, peace in the world I make, God in every breath I take, God in every breath I take, joy in my day, joy in my day. We are lifted up, we are lifted up, we are lifted up higher, we are lifted up, we are lifted up, we are lifted up higher. Now we're going to sing these words as a community. We're going to know these words are true for ourselves, for our neighbors, our friends, and the whole world around us. Love in the words that we say, peace in the world that we make. Love in the words we say, peace in the world we make, peace in the world we make, God in every breath we take, God in every breath we take, joy in our day, joy in our day, God in every breath we take, God in every breath we take, joy in our day, joy in our day. We are lifted up, we are lifted up, we are lifted up higher, we are lifted up, we are lifted up, we are lifted up higher. Bless you guys. I'll see you soon.
By the way, here's my quote. I got it. I'll show it. I'll throw it up there real quick. Blowing out someone else's candle doesn't make yours shine any brighter. So that's my quote for the day too. So thank you, everybody. Stay on for the social. Denise, are you going to hang on for a few minutes?
I think that we are going to go grab some lunch.